She was very, very important to the family, to her grandchildren, to the community, and to everyone who she came in contact with. She touched our lives immensely. She taught me to read the Bible. She taught me church and school. She taught me to love people, and I will cherish the knowledge and the wisdom, the understanding that she shared with me, and I will pass it on to my children, to my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and to all those whom I come in contact with.
She teaches us how to be independent, that we could help ourselves. And I really appreciate her for that. She was a role model for the family. Everybody looked up on her. And she was the mother and father of both her children and the grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Grandma, great-grandma, was the strength of the family. She was, I guess, the eldest person to lead out of life. She held on to see 4 generations of kids, more than 60 grandchildren. She lived a full life. Anytime anyone had a problem, they wouldn't go directly to the person, they would go directly to grandma. And when grandma would see that person, she would sort it out and all problems were sorted through her. And she will be missed, but the family will grow stronger from this.
She always asked us to make education our first priority, respectful to everybody, love everybody, treat everybody fair. She always tell us anywhere we go, we must always remember where we from, where we coming from.
She's the matriarch. That's the one word that sticks out to me the most. Without her, 4 generations wouldn't exist now. All these cousins that I have, all these brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, she is the family, basically. I can't put it any other way. She is the family. And she will be missed dearly by all of us.
She was a good woman. Worked very hard to let our children them grow up and communicate with everybody. She was very happy.
She cared about other people in that, in the district, if she saw the children on the street when they should be in school, she would inquire about it and why they're not in school. And if it was a case that their parents couldn't afford to send them, my grandmother would help to send them. She helped a lot of people. For me, her death is sad, but I still rejoice to know my grandmother and to know that she has lived a very long and good life.
She was like a prime minister or the president of the United States, but not Bush, Bill Clinton, and Tyrese.
She's a real good grandmother. I used to see her all the time. Me and my cousin, since we used to live in the house, we used to always see her. We used to always give her hugs, everything. I'm gonna miss my grandmother.
My dad told me that he got beat with a stick by Auntie Iris, and that he carved his name on it.
My first encounter with Auntie Iris was in 1978. When she met me, she called me Marsfield, and I remember that she just welcomed me as one of the family.
Dave would confirm some of the stories of having to go to school with girl shoes on, how his grandma would always make sure he was clean. She taught him how to wash, cook, clean. You could see that everything that he picked up from her.
She was a great aunt, a great mother, a great friend, a great sister. I walked from Elvaness to New Green with food on my head to give Aunt Iris. I went there Friday morning and I came back on Saturday. Walk on my feet with a basket of food on my head. Breadfruit, yam, potato, coffee, breadfruit, everything on my head for Aunt Iris. The last joke that she gave me was Tuesday and I leave Wednesday. I tell her I'm coming down to my yard, down to my home. She said, "Could you too? Go to her yard." Huh?
Auntie's role to the family was mother, father, sister, brother, friend, just everything wrapped up into one. That was my grandmother.
So much memory about my grandmother, I can't even talk about them because them too much. Them too much, but she's a nice. Yeah. I'm a baby, man. That's all I can say. I'm a baby.
Aunt Terrace to me is a cornerstone, not only of the community, but of my life and many other lives that is not related biologically to her. Because remembering Aunt Iris as a child growing up, she treated other people's kids as hers. As soon as you come through her gate, you are one of hers.
District of New Green, where she brought up her children and some of her grandchildren. We have learned the example of giving from her, because we've always seen her giving, and our home was like the hub of the district. They would come for anything they didn't have. They would come to our house for it, and my grandmother never turned anyone away.
And Terry's put upon the fire, we say, right, and Terry's will come right now for free dinner, and she not turn me back. If a one piece green, she'll share it for all of we. It's me and Terry's work one place about 5 years. She was so nice to me. She did get that work for me.
When we did liquor, you see on Saturday daytime, when Antares go market, all of we go to New Green Square. And all of we go, they go wait for her until the confident bus come. Everyone that we carry around the bag with mango, banana, gooseberry, everything. I remember say, when Antares come, all of we get really bungalow and we come home and we sit down and we eat. Up to when I meet them here, so I tell them picnics, I always have to remember Antares, because remember our goodness and our kindness. Yeah, man. Antares did good to we.
You see, all weekend sometimes. If I 2 root of scale and she bring, we are get 1 root. Because no, so we are get something Saturday evening time. You know, she was more than a mother to me. More than a mother.
Nanny. She's nanny of the Maroons.